That is shocking. Cool though, you can see it says, what does it say? Motor, I don't know. Green, black, and white is what I know. The only issue now is it's no longer rated for outdoor use, but I'm no longer rated for giving it. There's two. One. How about four here? Strawy trick. Get me some? I don't know if you're supposed to work the jack back and forth or what. It'd be awesome if there was some sort of, worldwide collection of information out there that I could access, or people have done things like this before. We shall consult the World Wide Web, a little site called YouTube that I know quite well. Fill a jack. He just threw hydraulic fluid all over his jack. That was pretty funny. Guarantee I knocked that off of there. Look, a drip pan. Here we go. Silly me for thinking that it would just kind of pour out of there. Wonder if it would come out even faster if I had just working my jack. Just working it all day. Try to fill it now. Scooter up. Get on with it. I figured out what worked for me. Took the fill screw out. I put it on full lock. Fully ready to rock, right? And with the fill screw out, whenever you pull this handle down to raise the jack, there would be fluid in there, bubbles would come out. Bubble, 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 right? Whenever you pushed it down. Then whenever you let it up, it would suck the fluid down. So this is like bleeding brakes or any other hydraulic system. So I just took this and I just trickled it in as I let it up, trickled it in, made sure that it did not go down to the level of where it would suck in air, right? Repeated over and over and over until this was at its top, and now she seems to be just dandy. So, something I need to learn, having a video blog, whenever there's something big happening, you should probably film it. That way, you have it recorded, and you don't have to explain how the car got into the middle of the garage like that. I mean, you're all smart people. I think you can figure it out. Looks like this door is first, and I already started scrubbing on it with a red pad. Just getting the scale off, one, and then hitting the tougher spots with Mr. Noisy. I feel like every one of these spots is going to show through later on. It's digging in pretty deep. That wheel I didn't think was going to dig that deep, but it looks like it might as well be like 120, like a 120 grit flat disc sanding wheel. It's, I don't know. I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. It'll get covered up with fill primer, I imagine, but the etch isn't going to cover it up. I know that. I'm doing like an X-shaped motion here. Because I saw somebody do that once and it seems like the right thing to do. Oh yeah, this. Red pad. Scotch-Brite red. I think it's the equivalent of like a 400 to 600 grit sandpaper, kind of. It's really just putting a tooth on the metal. It had a tooth from the media blasting. But that tooth has rusted. It's a rusty tooth. This work is going a lot faster than I expected. Down to here now. There's some anomalies, we'll call them. The bigger circles here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but That's where the Media Blaster got a little bit too overzealous and dug in. And I'm not sure if I want to try to dig those out or if I'm going to be filling those in. Probably fill them in. They're not rusty. It's just some pitting, basically. I did find it interesting that this rust converter that I put on a long time ago actually rusted. Again, it got a big layer of scale on it. You can see it kind of down here. I'm not sure if it shows up on camera, but it's brown and not black. So when I went to rubbing on it with the Scotch-Brite, it came off. So, but you can see all the pitting that I have in there that I tried to cover up with the rust converter. I'm just going to make sure that it's all dug out real good. And I don't know. This was well before I knew about Pour 15 and any of that stuff, so maybe this stuff will just come off. I'm sure the grinder wheel will take it off. Just more to do. I need to learn to stick to my own plan. Door. I start here. My plan was go panel by panel, do the whole shebang. Scuff it, dig out the rust with the rust remover wheel, etch prime it, then move on to the next panel. I just kept scuffing and digging out rust all the way down. So I came back to the door, I cleaned out a little bit more rust here and there, I scuffed it down really good, tried to do a crosshatch pattern on the whole thing, inside and out, did the edges, the door, because they were all media blasted back in the day too, so I want to make sure they get protected. And then the door jamb, scuffed that up really good. Down here on the rocker, it's already been etched when the metal work was done long ago, not by me. I can't remember the name of the... I remember some... Oh, there he is. Where does Frank work? Oh, the Motorway. Yeah. And now that I've got it, it's plug time. The Motorway, Fort Collins, Colorado. Restoration, mechanical for Japanese, Euro, anything, domestic. They do amazing work. And the metal wizards, including Frank, over at the Motorway were the ones who did this beautiful body work. But in earnest, this is a lot of money worth of, not body work, metal work. This is a lot of money worth of metal, worth of fabrication in some spots. And I tried to do it. I had a 74 Celica. I tried to do it. It did not work out so well. So I took the 73 Celica to them. They did it. They did a beautiful job. I got the rockers from, I fell out in California, got those shipped in, because the replacements that they make. Anyway, I'll tell a whole story about that some other time, but for right now, the Motorway, Fort Collins, Colorado. And now, we clean. Yes, on. I actually do have blue paper towels now, but I like the microfibers, and I don't think they're hurting it. It feels good, so I do it. Ooh. Just realized to paint the inside of the door there, I'm gonna have to spray out. I got a big stack of tires over here, and I don't want to get paint all over them. So it's either move the tires, which sounds like a lot of work, or ta-da! Etch. What the? Just dusting it, not going whole hog. I thought I should probably mask off that key hole, and then I didn't. I honestly don't know why the keyhole is still in the car, because I didn't take it out of the car, I guess is why it's still in the car. The lock barrel keyhole. I'm an idiot. Back to business. Putting too much on. Ah. Still shiny already. You can't see it, but I can. I know how to do it from the outside of the door. Great shot. Bigger than the shot on the block. Okay, now to do that whole process, I don't know, 18 more times.